Welcome to fucking tech. So what are we doing today is a keyboard modification called Zilent Aqua. Now what it's going to be is it's going to be a GMMK 1 full-size white ice keyboard. We're going to take all this off, all these keycaps. Although the keyboard is beautiful as it is now. Stock, it's very beautiful. With all the reflections here, it's very nice on the silver back there. Oh, it's very nice. Very, very nice. So we're going to try something. GMMK 1, full size. We're going to take all this out. We're going to take all the switches out also. All the switches. And we're going to put in some ZLPC Zilent or Aqua Zilent, Zilent Aqua version 2. These little blue switches, 62 grams. And we're going to have also the 67 grams, which are darker blue with the dark blue stem. And the dark blues, we're going to put them, the 67 grams are going to go around on the keys that are easy, that we can touch easily. Because mechanical keyboards, that's the thing. If you touch something, it's very easy to have a key press. So with the keys, mostly in the bottom, we're going to have a harder pushback on this, on the side, in case I touch the bottom keys. And the rest we're going to go with Zilent Aqua in the middle here for the typing. And that's going to be it. And we're going to have the Razer Black Phantom keycaps. Now we're going to go with this. There's a white version of this, but I went for the black, and these are actually like pudding keycaps. So it's like it's a dual, it's two pieces of plastic. So there's a top plastic and the bottom plastic, bottom skirt, that's sort of translucent. Normally the pudding keycaps is like you have a black top and you have a white bottom. I'm not a fan of the pudding keycaps, but this will serve to just have the light transfer to the sides, I guess. So we're gonna see what that does. And the point is, it's for style. So all I wanted with the GMMK 1 is to have a full RGB keyboard, because the other one I had, the Silent Phoenix, is not full RGB. The Silent Phoenix is based on the Zuke keyboard, and it's very dirty now. So each row has a different color, and it doesn't change. So that's the issue here. So I just wanted the full RGB. That's why I got the glorious Gaming GMMK 1 here. Now the point is, it's just style. We're gonna have the keycaps are gonna be black. So with the Phantom keycaps, what's interesting with them, I'm gonna take some out here, is that when they're not backlit, you don't see the legends. Let's try to get some out of here. Let's get this open. Come on down. Hey, why is it so? I'm an intelligent being. I'm supposed to be able to open this. What's wrong with this? Okay. I'm a human being. Come on, man. Okay, almost got it. Okay, gentle, so I don't want to spill this all over the place. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. Now the thing is, with these keys, when they're not backlit, you don't see what the legends are. So that's the idea, is to have a full black keyboard with these keys, except for the base, which remains silver. And the idea is to have no legends on the keys until there's a RGB backlighting. So it's just a style preference. I don't know if we can see here, there's two plastic parts to it. There's the bottom part and the top part of the plastic. It's very subtle to see. So now it's going to be very interesting trying to put these on when I'm done changing the key switches, because I'm going to have to light them up with the backlight or some screen or something, or some light somewhere to see legends before I put them on. So that's gonna be interesting. So I don't know if I'm gonna like these particular keys. So I don't know if I'm gonna like this key set. So I'm gonna try it. So the idea is when the keyboard is off, well, you don't see the legends, because when the keyboard is off, you don't need to use the keyboard anyways. So there's no point to having them displaying the legends anyways. It's purely style. That's all it is. I don't know if they're gonna type well, but that's mostly gonna be on the switch part for that. So let's put these back in the box for now. And then, all right, so what I have is, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna, oh, I forgot to put the cover. Let's put the cover, although I'm gonna uncover this very soon anyways. I'm gonna put this all on the keyboard. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy these keycaps. On the Silent Phoenix, I got the Razer Black keycaps, the double shot PBT, and it's very nice to type on. It's very hard. And I do have Zilent Aquas on that Silent Phoenix, so I'll see what it does. If I don't like those keycaps, we'll see, and maybe I'll switch back to something else. I'm not gonna go back to these. However, I might go back to these if ever I don't like the Razer Phantom. These are my retro keycaps for, this is my retro party keyboard. Now, these keycaps, I like them. I really like them. I like the retro style, and they're back. They support the backlight too, so the RGB will work with them. So I'll see. I will see. Now, what I have ordered recently are ZLPC Aqua Zilent. I got 20 here, and I got 30 here. Well, minus one that are on the desk here. So those are obviously not enough, because I'm going to use 26 here at least on the keyboard, and then these on the sides or on the bottom mostly. And I have 40 of the 62 grams on the Silent Phoenix. So I'm going to take this as a donor board to get the, I got 40 switches in here for Zilent Aqua. So I'm going to have like 70 total. So obviously not enough for 104 keyboard. So obviously I'll maybe have to order some, or I'll just put in some Outemu Silent Sky switches, 62 grams. So I'll maybe just fill this in for the keypad or something, then the dumb pad, and we'll go from there. Now, with these switches, now this comes off, and I took out the here. Now the GMMK comes with Gateron Brown switches, which is, I like them. They're tactile, which is what I like. So the Zilent Aqua are tactile and silent. They have rubber padding on the stems for the push down and pull back, or push down and push back, I guess. Yeah. So there's two sides on the rubber padding. Now, if you look at the keyboard here, the sockets, there's only 3 holes. So there's the middle hole. There's the middle stem. Yeah. Middle stem, the 2 metal contacts, but the ones the switches ordered, they have 2 extra stems. So I'm gonna have to chop these off to actually have them fit into the keyboard, because there's no extra holes in there to support these. Newer keyboards actually do have these extra holes for these extra stems, so you don't have to chop them off, but not a big deal, not a huge deal. The ones on the Silent Phoenix are already chopped off, so that's good. So I have 30 switches to chop off the stems here. On the Silent Phoenix, on the modifier keys like Control, Alt, Shift, I had put blue clicky switches because I wanted the modifier keys to have a different feel, like to have a clicky feel. But the thing is, it makes it a bit, makes it feel cheaper. So this keyboard all the keys are going to be silent keys. So no more clicky keys on the modifier keys. All right, so that's pretty much it. So I'm going to have my little key puller here from my team group Zuki Plus keyboard. So I'm going to use this to pull out all these switches. First I'm going to chop the stems off these Aqua Zilents. Put those switches in there, pull some out from the Silent Phoenix, and then put on the Razer Phantom keycap. So that's going to be my, we'll call it Zilent Phantom. Now the cost breakdown. What's the cost breakdown? This is GMMK full size keyboard. Usually was 110 or something. I got it cheap, used as a demo in the Canada computer stores for $80. That's why there's some missing keys on the left there. So there's not great. Not great. But I got it for cheap. I think it was $80, no tax or something. So, because it was a demo and it was the last one they ever had in inventory in Canada or something. It's like you can't get these anywhere anymore. They're sold. Like I actually bought this January 2023. So I'm sort of 2 years late to actually make this build. So this is likely the final build or final keyboard I'll ever make. I'll fill up the missing switches with the Zilent Aquas. I'll maybe put the Band-Aid mods or something. I don't know. I'll see, because these the stabilizers and the keys here on this one on the GMMK, they're pretty good. It sounds pretty good. It feels pretty good. So we'll see what it does. And maybe down the line, I'll put some Band-Aid mods or something for absorbing the impacts. Now, okay, let's continue with the cost. All right, let's go here. Open my texting. So Razer Black Phantom keycaps. So this was $80 Canadian, which is like 56 American for the GMMK. At the price I got it, it's not retail. It was way below retail. The Razer Black Phantom keycaps, they're $71.41 Canadian with tax, so that's $50 US. The ZLPC Aqua Zilent 30 switches, that was like the 10 67 grams and the 20 62 grams. That was like 78 Canadian or $52 US. Now, obviously this is not enough, so I'm gonna get the other switches from the donor keyboard, Silent Phoenix. So that's gonna be another 40 switches in there. So that actually that had cost me 102 Canadian or 70 and 40 cents American dollars. So the grand total of all this is gonna be $327.19 Canadian or 228.40 cents US American dollars. Now, this is the most expensive keyboard I will have ever built. Even though I didn't buy stabilizers, I had bought stabilizers for the Dolce Benny mod that I made for someone else, but I'll see if I'll buy Cherry MX stabilizers for this. I'll see if it fits or not. Now the Zuki, I could not change the stabilizers because the key switches, they're I don't know, they're like flipped around, so it's weird, so I couldn't do that. I'll see if I can do it with the GMMK. The stabilizers seem pretty more standard than the Zuki Plus. All right, so this is likely my last keyboard I'll ever do, and I'll just maybe fiddle with it, more switches and Band-Aid mods or maybe stabilizers, and that's about it. Unless something happens and this keyboard fails or breaks or something, we'll see. So that's the point. So I'll have a fully customizable keyboard with the universal sockets, with the KL sockets instead of the Outemu sockets, so I can put any switches in there. So theoretically, the board, I should not have to change this board at all. Maybe just the switches and keycaps. So here we go. This is going to be the Zilent Phantom, and maybe if I don't like the keycaps, I'll change the keycaps later. But basically, this will be my end game keyboard for a long time. And that's about that. So here we go. And so let's go for some montage.
You're the only man, Dr. Sakurai, who may be able to save the Earth. Only you can kill the brain. It is indestructible.
First, evil begets evil, Mr. President. Shooting will make it stronger.
All right, it's done. It's done. After 2 freaking years of dicking around and not doing it, it's done. I had the parts for 2 years. But that's what happens when you get destroyed in court and are almost on the street. All right, so how does it feel? It feels nice. It feels good. I had to twist the keyboard a little bit because it was uneven. But that's what happens when you do stress test. Which I didn't do, but anyways, the keyboard was crooked, so I had to retwist it. Feels nice. The keys are they're like they shine through a little bit on the bottom, which is more than was expecting it to. It doesn't show on camera, but it's the luminance, the brightness is not great. So when I do it, when I do multicolor, some colors are hard to see because when I have it on my the desk, I'm looking at it at an angle, so I don't see it straight like you see in the camera right now. So it's not great. So that's why I prefer to, right now, the wrong one, to give it one color, which is white, which is the brightest one I can put. And if you look at the keys, the shine through is white, but the spillover is blue. That's because the Aqua Zilents have a blue housing, and they shine, they diffuse a blue light. Now, if I had known the blue housing would do that much diffusion, that much ambient lighting, if you look here, this is the Outemu Silent Sky. This is the Aqua Zilent. Silent Sky doesn't diffuse as much. It's not as cool. Now, having known this, I would have bought the non-Aqua Zilents, tactile Zilent. So I think if I ever buy any other switches again, it's going to be the Zilents, which are not the Aqua, because I want the transparent housing, which will properly diffuse the light, unbiased, like not non-color. So I don't know why the hell do you have blue housing. I don't know what the purpose of that. So I didn't know it was going to diffuse that much. So it's pretty cool though. Feels solid. Keycaps, the Razer keycaps, they have their Razer legends, because it's Razer. You can't have a fucking Razer key set without fucking Razer legends that don't match this keyboard. Come on, guys. Fucking guys. So without the light, it's pretty cool. That's the idea. It's like you don't see the legends at all. So that's the point. And the point is to not see anything until you turn on the keyboard. So that's that. So it's it's almost feels like PBT, but it's because there's two pieces to it. Each key has two pieces, so it's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, if you want to compare the Aqua Zilents with the Silent Skies, this side is Silent Sky. If you want tactile but like really silent, Outemu Sky, that's the way to go. Aqua Zilents, they're also silent, but they have a little tactile sound to them, which is satisfying. It's much more satisfying to use than the Silent Skies. So that's that. So I noticed that the donor keyboard that I used had Aqua Zilents, but version 1. And the ones I bought had version 2. So I got the 67 grams, I got 10, and I got 20 that I put here, which is version 2. And then I pulled the version 1s here. So they sound a little bit different, but not too much. But the version 2 is definitely better. A little bit like more, they feel more solid. The sound is more solid too. So the stabilizers, I used the stabilizer with the gym that came with the GMMK. I did not clip the feet. I'm fine with it. It feels really great. Everything is solid. I mean, it's great. So no complaints. It's fine. I didn't clip the legs. Some say that it rattles, but I don't see it. That's like I've done other mods like this on another keyboard, and it feels the same to me. Feels very solid. So I'm happy with this. So now, let's go with the cost breakdown of all this. So the keyboard itself, it's a GMMK full-size white or white ice, $80 Canadian, which is 56 US. The Razer Black Phantom keycaps, 71.41 Canadian, which is $50 USD. The ZLPC Aqua Zilent switches, the 30 that I bought, 67 and 62 grams, are 73 and 78 Canadian, or 52 USD. The extra Aqua Zilents that I had before, their version 1s, took 40 out of the donor keyboard. That's the equivalent of 102 Canadian or $70 and $40 USD. Now the extra silent Outemu Silent Sky switches that I had lying around, those cost me, that was 34 switches, those cost me $26.77 US or $39 and $39 Canadian. So with the grand total of $366 and $58 Canadian or $255 and $17 USD. So this is a almost $400 Canadian keyboard and all like a $255 American keyboard. So American dollar keyboard. So I like it. It's pretty good. I'll see what I'll maybe next year. I'll see if I want to lube switches if I lose my mind or something. So for right now, this is it. This is good. I like it. I don't intend to switch right now. Maybe I'll go back to my retro keycaps. I'll see. These are not my favorite keycaps, but the effect that they have, the intended effect, which is to now the keyboard does look like the old Zoki Plus with the Silent Phoenix. So anyways, so it's a style. So I might go retro, and we'll see. I'll see if I lose my mind next year and lube switches. So this is what it looks like. So I'm happy with this. I'm 2 years late. I'm finally happy with this, and yeah, this is going to be my in-game keyboard for now, and that's that.
Starte das Spiel, du Hurensohn,
FuckingTech.com.